If you're tired of chasing cold leads and want to grow a real estate business that feels predictable and personal, this is it. Geographical farming isn't just a marketing tactic, it's your ticket to becoming the go-to agent in your community. You're not just selling homes, you're building a brand right in your own backyard. In this video, I'll walk you through exactly how to turn one neighborhood into a listing machine using a proven step-by-step system. Let's get started. So, is geographical farming worth it? Just a quick side note, this isn't a get-rich-quick system. This is about becoming the agent people already know and trust when it's time to sell. You're not just showing up here and there. You're showing up consistently with value over time. When you focus on one neighborhood and dominate it, you don't just get listings, you also gain a competitive edge, you build momentum. Before we dive into choosing the right area, I want to be upfront. Geographical farming isn't cheap. It's not a get-rich-quick strategy. It requires commitment and something I call delayed gratification. But here's the good news. If you follow the steps I'm about to share in this video, you'll be building a foundation for something that can become highly profitable in the long run. So let's jump on my computer and get down to work. All right, so jumping on my computer, I created this document here just to kind of show you, is it worth it even to start a farm? So we've been farming a specific area, which is our neighborhood, which is where we live. And we've been doing it since 2012, but I'm just going to go back essentially 4 years of where we're at with this. So finding the right farm, you want to have about a 4 to 6% turnover year over year in the area. Our farm area that we have right now is 1850 is the size with the amount of homes that are in there. And consistently, so 2022 we had 4.4, 2023 we had 3.7, 2024 we had 2.6, and 2025 so far, shooting this video, we're 7 months in, so it's the month of August. We've had about 3% of 1850. So by the end of the year, this is a good year, better than 2024 essentially. We're gonna probably see about a 5% turnover in the area. So I wanted to kind of connect the dots a little bit on the cost of what a farm area has cost us in regards to the mailing, and then kind of some things that we also do in regards to marketing. So farm size, in my opinion, 500 is probably the minimum to just get started. But I would say, try to get up to about 2,000 homes, but 500 to 1,000 to 1,500, I would suggest you get to about 2,000. And then you're going to want to go into your MLS, and in the MLS, you're going to want to check the past 3 years. I went back the past 3 years and then also did this year just to kind of give you an idea of where we're at. But 3 years is to figure out the potential return on investment. So let's look at this. So in 2022, with 1,850 homes in the area, 4.4% turned over, which was 81 homes. Now, with that 81 homes, the average sale price was $246,000, and then there was a total of 19.9 million in sales that were in there. Just based off of, again, these are averages. I mean, they're going to fluctuate a little bit, but I just went off a basic average of 3% commission that you would receive because these are listings. And we're looking at a potential return on investment of $598,000. Now, just to give you an example, for 2022, this year, we closed 11 deals. Again, the average of $8,500 per deal, or we made $93,500. 2023, it was about 3.7 or 70 homes. We closed 10 of those deals and we made $85,000. In 2024, as 2024 was an odd year, basically a shifting market. And we ended up getting 19 of those. And I'm going to talk in this video about how that happened. but we ended up getting 19 deals, or we had 161,500 of this 12.7 million, and the average sale price was 266. Now, so far in 2025, we've done 8 deals. We've made 66,000. So looking at that as a whole, marketing, the cost for print and mail, we have an assistant that does all this for us. But I don't have that cost in here for you. For the most part, most agents that are going to watch this video are going to be doing a lot of this stuff themselves. But we do have a company print everything for us. We take the guesswork out of that. It's going to be about 50 cents per postcard. That is mailing and printing. And the mailing form that we use is every door direct mail. So that's EDDM. You can also use bulk mail. Now, the difference between bulk mail and EDDM is bulk mail, you're going to need to have all of the names and addresses of your farm area, where EDDM will essentially mail everybody in the neighborhood. Now, that's not a perfect science, the EDDM, because they break that neighborhood up. So anyhow, this is about the cost. If you do, so it's 50 cents per 100 equals five, that should be 1,000. So that would be $500. And then I multiplied it by 12 months. You want to be consistent with this, or $6,000 per year to mail a postcard. Now, the companies that we use is either Umbrella Graphics or Prospects Plus. I'll have links to those in this video down below. But the Umbrella Graphics is, they just have some really fun things that you can mail. But what you can do is you can go through. I talked to Marty here and essentially pick out 12 cards and give him, we have them actually mail the bulk of the cards to us, because then we put it together for the EDDM here locally in Omaha, Nebraska. And then my assistant takes care of all that. But he can also do all the mailing, as also with Prospects Plus can do the same thing. And they have different, they have recipe series. Again, it just all depends on you. I wouldn't get too caught up on this. To me, it's more so it's just the branding side of it. And the best part of the postcard is, your picture. So if you looked at, as an example, we looked at this postcard. Let me see if I can pull that one up. So the next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find out, where you're going to actually do your geographical farm. And like I had said earlier, is that you're going to want, for the most part, you're going to want a 4 to 6% turnover rate. You want to look at your own specific neighborhood first. If that meets that criteria, then great. But if it doesn't, then I would start to look around your neighborhood. The closer the geographical farm is, the more you're going to want to participate in it. And as of today, I mean, we do concerts that we sponsor, pickleball tournaments. We're involved in the association since we live in the area. So there's a lot of benefits to this. We do ice cream socials. We have a neighborhood pool that we market with. So those are different things that you can also get involved in. So you're going to want to have, an awareness of that. But again, you want to look for the homes, and, just the way that we did this is we went essentially into Paragon and we did a map search. And this is kind of where we were at with the subdivision that we went with. But you're going to know your area. And again, the best way to look at that is through Paragon. So, and just a side note too, is that I'd be more than happy to jump on a call with you to kind of go through this, because this is not an easy process. It's the reason why most agents don't do it. Is one, is expensive, and the other thing is that it's not easy. But at the same time, it's worth it. Just look at the results. I mean, so far up to this point, you look at the average cost, which was $6,000 per year. Per closing, on average, was 275, and for 4 years, it was $24,000 was an expense, and our return on investment was 406. Our total profit was 406, but we had $24,000 in expenses. So we basically pocketed $382,000 in the last 4 years. And for one area where I can just walk to the listings, it's amazing. So, all right. So that's all I have to cover here on the computer. Choosing your farm area is not a guessing game. It's a strategic decision that can make or break your success. Start by looking at your neighborhood. As long as it meets the proper criteria, you'll want the area with a healthy turnover rate of at least 4 to 6%. And if you can find 8 to 10, that's great. But in today's market, that's a little tough to do. Aim for 1,000 to 2,000 homes, large enough to grow your business, yet small enough to manage effectively. Steer clear of neighborhoods where one agent controls more than 25% of the listings, because breaking into those markets can be tricky and expensive since you have to try to outspend them. Here's a bonus tip. Keep an eye on first-time home builder communities that are 7 to 10 years old, because turnover is likely just around the corner. This is the foundation of having a successful geofarm. Next up, creating a marketing plan. This is where most agents drop the ball. Farming is all about layered communication. In the beginning, your goal is to hunt for the first listing so you can use it as a launching pad. Side note, if you have not seen my video, how to turn every open house into a marketing party, make sure you take a second to watch it. Once we start implementing this system, we got excellent results. So remember, this takes time, and you have to buy into the concept of delayed gratification. Once you've identified the right area that offers the best possible return on investment, the next step is to create a 12-month marketing plan. In most cases, the only contact information you'll have at first is a name and an address. So your first year should focus on mailing something of value once a month and door knocking. Use these touch points to introduce yourself as the go-to real estate expert, not just for home values, but also as the person who can connect them with trusted professionals for repairs, upgrades, or other home needs. To do this effectively, you'll want to organize a strong affiliate group so you can offer immediate value to homeowners. As you're mailing and door knocking, offer tools that move people from offline to online, where they provide you with more information. For example, promote a home value website where they can request a CMA or sign up to receive the newest listing in the area as soon as they hit the market. While you're doing this, research the neighborhood. Find out if there's an organized HOA you could join, and whether they host monthly, quarterly, or annual events you could help sponsor. Over time, as you close deals and become more established in the area, consider creating your community events to bring neighbors together and strengthen your presence as the trusted local expert. Facts tell, but stories sell. Instead of relying solely on market stats, share real, relatable stories, like the client who downsized and is now traveling the world. Before and after transformations of homes you helped prepare for sale, or a heartfelt testimonial from a neighbor you guided through a tough transition. Pair those stories with genuine visibility. The best agents aren't just recognized from postcards. They're the ones neighbors see walking their dogs, volunteering at school events, sponsoring the local Little League team, or simply strolling the neighborhood with a friendly smile and a wave. Now, as your business evolves and you start helping sellers, you want to evolve with it. Continuing to adapt your approach, grow your presence, and deepen your community connections. The goal is for people to think, I see your name everywhere. Because when they do, they're far more likely to call you when it's time to buy or sell. Now let's talk about scheduling. You don't need to do it all yourself, but you do need to make sure it all gets done. The key is to schedule everything and leverage help where you can. Start by building a dedicated farming calendar that keeps you consistent and accountable. Plan out your monthly mailings so they go out like clockwork. If you want to make it easier, consider hiring a company like Prospects Plus or Umbrella Graphics, where you can select all your postcards in advance and schedule them to be mailed automatically so nothing slips through the cracks. Schedule time each week to door knock so you can personally connect with homeowners and build relationships face to face. Include time for event planning so you can engage with your community in meaningful ways. And don't forget to participate in the local Facebook group to stay part of the neighborhood conversations. When you map everything out in advance and delegate tasks when possible, you create a system that runs smoothly and allows you to focus on the high value activities that grow your business. You don't need to conquer your whole city. You just need to own one neighborhood. When you do this right, show up, serve, and stay consistent, you become the obvious choice, the trusted name, the neighborhood agent. My wife and I have been doing this for over 13 years. Generating multiple six figures from a single geographical farm. And I can help you do the same. Start today, pick your area, build your calendar, and create your plan. If you'd like personalized guidance to put everything into place, schedule a complimentary coaching call using the link in the description. While you're here, be sure to subscribe and share your biggest takeaway in the comments. Let's work together to turn your zip code into a gold mine and watch your farm grow into the most profitable, most fulfilling part of your business.